Did you know if you drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen but it will put a giant smile on my face? Despite it seeming like yesterday since Chapter 3 Season 2 started, what if I told you we're already around 50% or halfway through this season's completion, and despite that being a factor too, even though many things are predetermined to happen to do with the map changes leading up to a live event and even what that's going to be we're covering in this video, of course, as you can see by the title, with this all leading into Season 3, believe it or not, after all is said and done, at the end of this season we have leaks pouring out as to things upcoming in the very next one, whether it's to do with the Battle Pass, the outfit skins that are contained within it, collaborations, and just so much more to do with how Fortnite's story is going to be progressing throughout future seasons and this year overall. I know that sounds good to you, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one, so grab your favourite snacks, stick around, watch the full video because your mind is about to be blown. It's only going to be taking up around 600 seconds or 10 minutes of your time, which will improve your attention span from scrolling through TikToks, which takes seconds. And one more thing before we dive into it all, with there being so many fire item shop skins as of recently, make sure to enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop now or the next time you log on. Entering this code not only puts a giant smile on my face, but also cheers up my pug Gus, as he's been kinda sad about the fact he knows 70% of you watching right now are not subscribed. So if you hit the big red button right now, you will help us on our final push to 2.5 million subs, as we've just reached 2.4 million right now, so get clicking. After all, this only benefits you too, considering I get different subscribers every single day who are simply, yes, subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment their Epic Games ID down below and potentially what they'd like to receive, so yeah, that could be you gifted in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the very next video on the channel. But with that said, now enough messing around, we need to dive into everything how Season 2 is ending leading into Season 3, including a live event and the characters showcased in the next trailer and Battle Pass, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Okay, so first of all, before we get to Season 3, you guys need to know exactly how we're going to be getting there, and of course, with us now knowing through the leaked map stages that the Imagined Order are going to be pushed back all the way to their base of operations in this final stage right here, to Command Cavern and also Loot Lake being their only control, with us also only having 2 more updates left this season, being versions 20.30 and 20.40 according to Sheena, being the last of Chapter 3 Season 2, and with him also confirming in the same tweet that we're going to be seeing 5 downtime updates of Chapter 3 Season 3, or should I say version 21, with more mini live events occurring around several POIs or named locations, with the blimps then crashing down after the 7 defeat them, or us and the 7 being the resistance. It's more than safe to say so far, right, that the 7 are going to be winning this war with them against the Imagined Order, right? Well, everybody would have thought so based off the leaked stages of the map and how it's going to develop in terms of the zones of control between the 7 and the Imagined Order, until certain things have leaked about the importance of this final area of control that the Imagined Order will have, not only over Command Cavern but also Loot Lake. Of course, this final zone of control too will be just, I believe, the week before June 3rd, as this is currently when it's stated to end Chapter 3 Season 2 on the Battle Pass menu itself. And considering like Chapter 2 Season 1 we didn't see a live event, but we did for the first time in Chapter 2 in Chapter 2 Season 2, it looks like Epic Games are not only replicating this system, this chapter of live events occurring, but speaking of replicating live events, it looks like they could be going with the very same, if not a similar live event to the Doomsday or the Device One last chapter. And how we know this initially is because of what Hypex tweeted out about when the 20.20 downtime update started first occurring, as it was found by data miners that in Jones's new voice lines that he literally has in game now, he mentions that the IO are working on a new Doomsday device. And then not only that, a day later he followed up with this. According to Jones's challenges noticed by Egyptian Leaker, he asks you to put recon cameras near Loot Lake to get more info about IO's Doomsday device, and in the last Territories map stage we could see that the IO get to keep Loot Lake, we could get an event there. I know many people won't have even known this is actually called Loot Lake, considering it's not a name location on the map itself when we open it up choosing where to land or mark, and with us knowing that the 0 point was below Loot Lake in Chapter 1 inside this vault that got pulled out during the final showdown for the first time, which caused all of this chaos in the Fortnite storyline, to be honest. As we also know from reflecting back on the previous Doomsday or the Device live event in Chapter 2 Season 2, with the device coming out from under the agency and activating using power from the 0 point, that we got revealed to be the case in Chapter 2 Season 4 when Galactus pulled the 0 point out of the ground. With this specific voice line, again according to Hypex, going on about Loot Lake with the IO Doomsday device, where they're going to be having it located anyways, or to learn more about it. Could this also be implying then, considering this is here, that the 0 point is also underneath this particular location, as the Doomsday device in our prior chapter needed to use or harness power from it to activate, and that could be the case again? Honestly, nothing would surprise me now with the Fortnite x Marvel Zero War comics revealing us to more into workings of the storyline on the side, or what's currently going on. And for those that don't know what I'm referring to, well, they actually released a trailer for this when I'm recording this video, to do with our Fortnite characters going into the Marvel universe in search for the Zero Shard. And not only does it include many Fortnite and Marvel characters with a very interesting comic book feel, but they also have included things from prior events that have been teased on the Fortnite island right now, such as the Devourer and also the giant mecha robot, and even Galactus, implying maybe his return in some form of live events. Speaking of live events and things returning, however, before Season 3 or leading into it, of course the last Doomsday device in Chapter 2 Season 2 was created, manufactured, and then put to use by Midas. The most recent we've heard about Midas was from the first Shadows set and him being the leader of all of these three characters, and despite this being the case, of course people already thought he was dead in the storyline, as he got eaten by a shark in the Chapter 2 Season 3 trailer, and of course was shown as a ghost or shadow form as a forefront of the Fortnite Mares event of Chapter 2 Season 4, being Midas's revenge as if he'd returned from the dead. Well, let's just say none of that is the case, and Midas is still alive, even confirmed by Donald Mustard, the CCO of Epic Games, in this Twitter video right here, and perhaps this then means he's secretly working for the Imagined Order and will make a physical appearance in the Chapter 3 Season 2 live events.
I think you're gonna love what's coming next, and I can't wait for everyone to see it. So, I did this very quick sketch of a character that I think we all love. Midas. Midas is great. And not dead.
So with you literally hearing that Midas is not dead right there, it's safe to say we should be keeping an eye out now for more Midas teases, as there were even more Midas based skins or redesigns of him in Fortnite surveys, which we know many skins to have came from into the game from concept form. Who knows, this could be a Battle Pass skin for Chapter 3 Season 3, but speaking of skins we definitely know are going to be upcoming throughout next season, if not in the Battle Pass itself. First and foremost, with the Battle Pass not shifting its price, 950 V-Bucks to obtain each time unless you're subscribed to the Fortnite crew, so you get it automatically. From obtaining it however you do, whether you've bought it for yourself, gifted it to somebody else, or got it gifted, or got it through the Fortnite crew, from embarking on this journey between level 1 and 100 initially, there are 7 or 8 outfits usually. Typically none of these get leaked prior to the start of a season unless it's Epic Games' fault very close to the release of it. However, Epic Games, it seems this time, without showing us physically what these skins will look like in the world of Fortnite, have leaked on their developers' computers from an Unreal Engine live stream, as you can see right here, not only a folder called C3S3 Vader, but also C3S3 Jones, which people speculated initially to be, well, this variant or another variant of John Jones, whether it's in the jumpsuit form or this old version from the Fortnite x Marvel Zero War comics. However, from data miners and people who get inside information early in the community, such as Tabor Hill, confirming that Jones is actually for Indiana Jones, being an upcoming collaboration in this next season, potentially also being the secret skin, if not Darth Vader, as this is what ultimately C3S3 Vader stands for, being a Darth Vader skin, which could look like this, which people have managed to pull into the Fortnite locker early, and let me know down below in the comments if you would rock this if Darth Vader does come to Fortnite looking like this. And before we cover even further collaboration skins potentially also again being in the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass, from this list that I've just revealed, Darth Vader and also Indiana Jones being a skin on from, as we briefly just mentioned, the Fortnite x Marvel Zero War comic books, another collaboration that isn't on this list however that could be upcoming, as these comic books release in the following days according to Firemonkey, which yes, will be in the duration of Chapter 3 Season 3, could be the character that was on the first ever cover art reveal, being called Shuri from the Marvel Universe, and this was at a time when we didn't even know this was one of the sisters, or the Imagine should I say, that we now have in the Chapter 3 Season 2 Battle Pass. After all, we know the storyline within Fortnite itself on the island going on and in this comic book are connected, from it mentioning that the Seven and the Imagined Order are trying to find the elusive Zero Shard that we previously mentioned, but that this will be the factor that turns the tide in the war and determines ultimately who wins. And another cool thing that people have been speculating about, considering, well, we're getting Darth Vader next season, is that Season 3 should look like this in terms of the lobby when we load it up for the first time potentially, but sadly Sheena confirmed that Chapter 3 Season 3 won't be entirely Star Wars themed. Instead, perhaps we could just be getting a ton of collaborations throughout the next Battle Pass. Our first only collaborations Battle Pass from different universes or franchises, as we know there's going to be even more thanks to this developer's monitor, stating not only Family Guy is a folder but also Doom, and these are two things that have been speculated to be upcoming in the world of Fortnite for quite some time now. I remember the leaks about Peter Griffin in Chapter 2 Season 5, that was kind of hilarious. Well, now it's not kind of funny, it's more of a reality, and it's safe to say in the world of Fortnite nothing's really clickbait, it only means we're seeing the future way in advance. The final and most interesting cryptic thing to note, however, about Chapter 3 Season 3, despite us already explaining there's 5 updates, of which we'll have downtime commencing for and then lifting, obviously giving us new content map changes and everything other of the sort, as Epic Games have already publicly revealed that they have these set out, these updates for the following season. Does that mean that they're already working on them, if not complete already, or know where the storyline directly is going to be going into Season 4 of Chapter 3? For more information on that as soon as everything is revealed, of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and drop a like in today's video if you want to keep referring back to any of the intel. Speaking of other videos or your next destination now, however, make sure to interact with anything on screen, I don't mind, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you, yes, you the individual still watching, I can see you, but hopefully in the very next video I do post on the channel.